Junkin' Pool over here in Porterville. It's getting a little nippy out here. I think it was around 30 degrees today, but it's starting to cool off. Well, I tried out my new Christmas jack. Works really good. So was out, spent more time looking for tools than it took to do this probably. Somebody ought to get organized. So I put the new wheel bearing in and I put the brake pads on this side. I'm still looking for my torque wrench. I found one. This is supposed to be torqued at, I guess, 177. And I just kind of snugged it up. I gotta probably buy another torque wrench. So that's the bearing. The old bearing, I should say. It was, replacement was $80 some. And the brakes are, I think, 35. Told them I wanted a cheap set. They must not have heard me. So yeah, that's on there. I haven't drove it yet. I'm going to get this torqued down before I drive and get the hubcap back on it. And anyway, the worst part of it's done. On a custom scale, between 1 and 10, I would probably put this at about maybe a 3. It probably could have got by with a 1 or a 1 1/4, but I couldn't find some of my tools. Actually, it wasn't too bad of a job, so yeah, I'm gonna find where my other tire's going flat, and when I do that, I'm gonna just go ahead and put the other brake pads on that side. They're not scraping, or these will just look kind of burnt from the bearing going out. And then we got this tire that goes flat. So I got 2 tires. This one goes flat about every week. The one on the passenger front goes flat about every 2 days or sometimes every day. So there's some update from Porterville. I'm out here without a coat on them. I shouldn't be. Yeah, I cleaned a few of these. I picked these 2 up along the curb the other day on the way home. And they had the other ones I cleaned, they had the little things that connect to the counter. I just grabbed the whole of them, some pliers, and twisted them, and the whole thing broke off pretty easy. So I'm hoping this one does too. And I brought a little bit more from out back, another couple sinks. So they're gonna take some stainless in. Yeah, I went to run to the parts store. Debbie called them, and went down the road, and this thing had a really low tire. This is about the most dependable vehicle I got, the $500 dump truck. That right there's got 2 flats, and the motor home, which that's going to be that's actually dependable. It needs, I got the battery out of it right now, but the motor home leaking transmission fluid, and that should be dependable if I ever get it fixed. Anyway, this here come off a county plow truck. I was gonna do something with it, but it's just been sitting around. Maybe somebody will buy it. I'll see what that stuff costs. $126.95. Yeah, so front wheel hub was 86, and the brakes were 33. $126.95. Now I write this truck off for my scrap metal, so when I put, well, not so much gas, I do it by the mileage. We kind of keep track of the mileage, and we write off our parts and our hydraulics and our oil, and it's all, we write off as much as we can. We haven't really been doing that much scrap in the last few years like we used to, but we want to get it cleaned up and kind of get into it again once I get rid of some of this crap. Yes, I gotta go buy a torque wrench or something and get that torque down and get the little cap back on there, and I think I'll be good to go until something else goes wrong. I moved it over here to try to get on a little bit of a dry spot, but my air hose is a little tricky to get to right there if that tire goes flat, so I'm going to fix that. We're watching the weather. I know it's supposed to get cold a few days, and then I'll probably have this back. See if I can get a torque wrench someplace or buy one or something tomorrow. And I had one that went to 155, and they're saying 177, so I know I got another one. We were looking for it today. But it's pretty much done now. Get her done and get my jack taken care of. So, yeah, hope everybody's having a good day. Hope you don't have to work on your truck in the cold, especially outside. Well, thanks for stopping by Pourville. Have a good day. Goodbye now. Go find a project. Or not.